and welcome back to the little workshop. I just picked this guy on my last video, and well, I figured I might as well go ahead and jump in on one of these locks that Bobby Keyz sent. So I pulled this little Abus out of the bag that has the blue 3D printed shackle, because it's a Foxxy lock, and I have never picked a lock from Foxxy. If you guys don't know who Foxxy is, he's a one of our German patriots in the Locksport community. Great guy. Makes some really inventive stuff with a 3D printer. And, well, makes challenge locks, and he picks challenge locks. He's picked several of mine. This is the first one of his I get to stick in the vise. So let's see how it works out for us. To attack it, I think I'm going to use the same tensioner and pick that I just used with the international challenge lock that Leon's Lock Pad made. There we go. Now it's locking in there good. Let's click from one. And this is the first time attacking this lock, so I don't have much of a clue on what to expect. My first thoughts is that I had overpicked something there, so I went ahead and just manually dropped everything back down. Pin 2's binding. Nothing on 3, nothing on 4. So let's come back to 1. Can't tell. Can't tell anything on 2. Can't tell anything on 3. So let's actually switch up picks here. Go something a little bit deeper. Oh, maybe something more on 1 there. Okay, that was a different binder. Pin 2, there we go. Ah, there we go. Popped open on us, and you can see the shackle wagging in here in the back. And let's go ahead and take it out of the vise. Sorry, I didn't talk a whole lot there. I normally don't on my first attempts. Some of y'all may have noticed that from time to time. But there's our 3D printed shackle. It worked like a dream. And well, let's open this bad boy up. Let's see what Foxxy stuck in there. I know he's a pretty smart guy because, well, I want to do a little bit of stereotyping here. He's from Germany, so pretty much all of them are pretty smart fellas. So. Oh, and let's see here. What size Allen wrench do I need? Wow, not metric. 5/64. there's one. It slid out a little bit quicker than I expected. But I would imagine that was in that way and that was in that way. That's the only way that makes sense. With a very long copper spring. I hear sounds of my possessed Xbox in the background. Recently my Xbox One has taken to turning itself on at random times. And, yep, that'll go that way. And that'll go that way. So there's two. Foxxy, thanks for making this lock and sending it out to the community, buddy. I really appreciate it. I'm really happy to finally have gotten a chance to pick one of your creations. And Bobby, thanks for sending it to me, man. It's very cool. Alright, there's chamber 3 taken care of. Let's go ahead and 4. If you guys haven't been to their channels, I'd highly recommend you visit them. Especially, well, I can't really say especially, but Bobby Keyz is a really good friend of mine in the Locksport community. So if you can support him, that'll be awesome. Also, if you can support Foxxy, I mean, that would be great. They're all doing great things. That is a cool pin and pin. And it came out that way. But no, the support this community has given has been fantastic throughout my, I'd say, over a year and a half on YouTube now. And really not much more than a year and a half of picking experience. So if you guys are kind of new and you're wondering how long it's going to take you to, you know, start getting challenge locks, I was picking challenge locks inside of about 3 months. I kind of jump started my way in there because I was picking American locks a lot, and they were great challenge locks. And I also had several Abus locks with their spools. Got you to really understand the feedback. So Abus and American locks, great training locks. I can't say enough awesome stuff about them. Looking down in these chambers, looks like these are only threaded down far enough just for the grub screws to work. So there we go. And let's take a look at these awesome pins. Okay, in chamber 1 for the key pin, I've got this really nice serrated pin. Really well made, nice sharp edges with a single serrated driver. Or maybe that was the other way around. That's a key pin also. Those are both key pins. I'll have to play with that, see which way actually makes the lock work when I put it back together. One may be the other. It may actually be this way around. Which that kind of makes sense. Let's just look at the key real quick. Yeah, that makes sense since that's a real shortcut there. So yeah, when those dumped out, I got them mixed up because they were both key pins. So we got a nice double serration here. A very nice T-pin spool. A T-pin key pin. Very tricky for oversetting. Then I've got a tapered spool. I've got a standard. This guy here is actually a pin and pin. So let me just pick up the top part of it, because I'll just pick up both parts here. There's the pin, and the outer collar is a barrel type pin, so it's got a serration on either side. So it's a very, very nice pin. Then it goes all the way through, and it can ride either. Truthfully, this type of pin can ride either way. I pulled it out with this towards the shear line, but easily it would probably be more effective this way. Okay, and here we got a nice deep spur, well, kind of a long spool for the key pin in 5. And our last pin is a serrated spool. So very nice pin work, very nice job modifying this padlock, getting these drilled out, and putting what looks like stainless steel grubs in them. All the springs look the same to me. I don't really see any variation in them. So once again, Foxxy, thanks for making this up and sending it out to the community. Bobby Keyz, thank you for sending me this. I'll get it mailed back to you before long. And everyone else, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you see a lock out there in the wild and you don't have a key for it, just like I don't have a key for this one, don't stick a pick in it.